To the soldiers, civilians, family, and friends of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, thank you for participating in today's virtual change of responsibility ceremony. Today, Command Sergeant Major Corey E. Brown will relinquish responsibility of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade to Command Sergeant Major Annette M. Reed. The host for today's change of responsibility is Colonel Heidi A. Urban, Commander of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade. At this time, the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade Chaplain, Major Kevin White, will give the invocation.
Let us pray. Loving God, thank you for this day that you have given to us and for this occasion that brings us together, which reminds us of the strength of our military and the freedom it defends, as well as the role that the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade plays in the defense of freedom around the world. Thank you, God, for exemplary leaders who prove the truth in Teddy Roosevelt's words that it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly. Especially today, we thank you for Command Sergeant Major Corey Brown and for his time in the arena as our Command Sergeant Major. Thank you for the positive impact he has had on the soldiers and mission of the Electron Recon Brigade. I pray that you will continue to be with him and bless him as he moves on to a new chapter in life. I also pray that you'll be with Command Sergeant Major Reed as she enters the arena. Provide her with everything that she needs to serve with faithfulness, courage, and integrity as she continues the great work that Command Sergeant Major Brown has begun. Finally, Lord, I pray that you will bless those who watch and those who put together this opportunity. I pray that everything that is said and done will be pleasing to you as you continue to bless us and the United States of America. In your precious and holy name I pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, Colonel Heidi A. Urban.
Distinguished guests, friends, and family of the soldiers and civilians of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, thank you for joining us on this special day when we mark the transition of the standard bearer for our brigade, our Command Sergeant Major. Today we farewell Command Sergeant Major Corey Brown and his family, thank them for their service and dedication to our brigade, and we welcome aboard Command Sergeant Major Annette Reed and her family. Today's ceremony rightly places our NCO Corps, the backbone of our Army, front and center. To our soldiers and non-commissioned officers who are tuning in today from here and everywhere, thank you for everything you do, day in and day out, especially the hard stuff that doesn't always get the recognition it should. I will forever associate this passage from the NCO Creed with Command Sergeant Major Corey Brown. Quote, "My two basic responsibilities will always be uppermost in my mind: accomplishment of my mission and the welfare of my soldiers. I will strive to remain technically and tactically proficient. I am aware of my role as a non-commissioned officer." We have been really fortunate the past 30 months to have a Command Sergeant Major who absolutely was aware of his role as a non-commissioned officer. He knew the power of engaged NCO leadership, and he brought to this brigade his incredible reputation as one of our Army's foremost SIGINT experts. It's no exaggeration to say that in his role as Command Sergeant Major for the 704th MI Brigade, he has positively shaped the course of Army SIGINT for years to come. I've watched him go toe-to-toe with senior Army and NSA leaders, and they've walked away more informed, and in many cases, changed their minds based on the expert advice he offered. But I bet if you ask him what he's most proud of, it's the junior soldiers who grew into NCOs under his watch, the first sergeants he mentored, the junior enlisted council he coached, and the time he spent with best warrior competitors out at Gunpowder. It has been my distinct honor to have served alongside Command Sergeant Major Brown for the past 2 years, and I can say without hesitation, there's no one more dedicated to our soldiers and this unit. He's your biggest fan, your staunchest supporter, and when he's been your fiercest critic, it's been because he knows what you're capable of and always wanted you to reach your potential. Command Sergeant Major Brown, from a personal standpoint, and I think I can speak for Colonel Rhett Cox too, I want to thank you for your advice and counsel. It was always on target and always the voice I needed to hear most. Any effectiveness I've had as a commander can be linked to your great efforts, your energy, your humor, and your absolute pure devotion to our soldiers. I could not have asked for a better partner in command. I'll miss our Monday morning runs around post. In fact, I think Master Sergeant McNeely's favorite catchphrase is probably appropriate right now. You pump me up. To Command Sergeant Major Reed, congratulations on this new adventure and chapter in your professional career. And welcome to another amazing opportunity to positively affect the daily lives of soldiers. It just doesn't get any better than that. I cannot imagine anyone more suited for the 704th MI Brigade than you, and I'm so excited for our soldiers to benefit from your leadership. Welcome to the brigade. We are thrilled to have you on our team. Behind these two strong non-commissioned officers stand two even stronger families. And as I've said many times, when ceremonies like these are over, you're left with three things: your reputation, your memories, and your family. To Sarah, thanks for the support of the brigade, but most of all, for your understanding during all those late nights, weekends, and interruptions that invariably occur. To Jada, thanks for all the support you gave your dad. He certainly thinks the world of you. And a bit of fair warning though, how do I say this? Your dad's not gonna know what to do with himself with a lot of unstructured time on his hands. So I hope you have lots of activities planned, lots of projects around the house that need tackled, just hopefully none that involve the use of a ladder. And I hope you can teach him how to truly unwind, because he's more than earned it. To the entire Brown family, thank you for your dedication to the 704th and the Army. To Command Sergeant Major Reed's daughter, Rebecca, welcome to the 704th family. We can't wait to get to know you and look forward to the adventures that await you and your mom. Thank you again to everyone who's joined us here to mark this important milestone for the 704th MI Brigade. Electron, Recon, here and everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing Command Sergeant Major of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, Command Sergeant Major Corey E. Brown.
Thank you, Colonel Urban, for those grossly overinflated words about me. What a bittersweet moment, and quite awkward talking to this camera instead of a crowd. In the unprecedented times we are in, this was not the way I envisioned finishing up my time in this brigade, or the Army, and that's okay. Life throws us curveballs, and it's what you do with them that defines you. On the bright side, we saved an unknown number of man-hours worth of planning, rehearsals, and ceremony time. You're welcome. I want to thank everyone for tuning in or watching this video. I know you have better things to do with your time, but it does mean a lot, even if you're watching to make sure that this is real and I'm finally out of the seat. If my eyes start to water, or if I seem emotional, we are outside filming this, so it's either the sun in my eyes or my allergies acting up. There are so many individuals that have made a personal impact on my life serving as the 704th MI Brigade CSM, and talking about each of them would end up making this a very long speech. For time's sake, I'll spare all of you and I'll just hit the highlights. I want to apologize up front if you don't get a by name shout out. To the soldiers of this unit, all the praise goes to you. You are truly the most technically proficient soldiers I've worked with in my career, and some of the most professional. Soldiers like Staff Sergeant Abuharia, who won the DA Linguist of the Year. Staff Sergeant Wall, who went on to win the INSCOM Best Warrior Competition NCO of the Year. Sergeant Bojnak, who wowed us with the Bob Ross costume during the Brigade Halloween run, and is also a very competent 35 Quebec, who won the Brigade Best Warrior Competition Soldier of the Year, serves on the Junior Enlisted Council, and he serves on the Brigade Color Guard. Sergeant Huster, who not only has been recognized for the great work he does within EOS as an analyst, but if given the opportunity to compete this year at the Army level, he'll definitely be the next NCO of the year. Sergeant Christ, who as an E5 led the Brigade Color Guard, supporting nearly 30 events from brigade functions to local government celebrations and everything in between. Staff Sergeants Myers and Groff both represented the brigade at the Department of the Army Retention NCO of the Year boards. I have to mention Captain Peer, who has gained great respect from me. This prior enlisted officer competed 2 years in a row for the Brigade Best Warrior Competition Officer of the Year and won. The first year, not only was he the overall points winner, but even more impressive is the day after a brutal week of competition, he got on a plane, flew to New Mexico, and completed the Bataan Death March. That's the kind of leader that soldiers will follow anywhere. To the Birds of Prey Unit Ministry Team, thanks for leading the way for INSCOM, creating ways to deal with loss and crisis management. You both played a crucial role in bringing their organization together after some trying times. Our soldiers have taken home the Super Squad Trophy during Armed Forces Week 6 years in a row. It has become more of a battle between battalions than with our sister services. It's truly serious business. It's kind of upsetting we weren't able to make it a 7th year in a row due to COVID, and I'm going to miss hoisting the Roper Trophy over my head at the NSA Gala. We've had countless soldiers named as professionals of the quarter and year within the 230 plus work centers throughout NSA Washington and Colorado that our soldiers support. Our soldiers continuously go to their professional development schools and come back on the Commandant's list as honor grads and receiving leadership awards. The soldiers of this organization volunteer countless hours to Fort Meade activities and within the local community. These are just a few highlights. I can't say enough. Truly impressed with all the great things our soldiers do and what this unit has accomplished. First Sergeants, in my opinion, the toughest and most rewarding job in the Army. You know you've been in the Army a while when soldiers that you instructed in AIT are sitting as First Sergeants. First Sergeants King Sykes, McDuffie, and Levine, all of which were students when I was an instructor in Pensacola and are now, or were, First Sergeants in this brigade. Then there's First Sergeant Allen. We served together in Iraq when he was then PFC Allen. Crazy thing, he still looks exactly the same, mustache and all, 12 years later. We've been blessed with some of the best First Sergeants in the MI Corps. This is proven by their selection rate to Sergeant Major. All of them are utmost professionals that have always the care of the soldiers that they serve in the forefront of their mind. I look forward to the day when they become Command Sergeants Major. Thanks to each of you for taking care of this nation's most precious resources, and best of luck to each of you in your careers. Command Sergeants Major Kirkland, Pyatt, Juice, Harris, Grajeda, Wilson, Bouchard, and our squadron brothers. We haven't always seen eye to eye on decisions that were made, but always came together in the end as a team and pushed forward. You allowed the brigade commander and I to focus on moving SIGINT forward for the Army. Each of you brought your own special style of leadership and built cultures within your battalions that are unmatched. Your legacies will live on through the many NCOs and soldiers that you mentored and cared for during your times. Thank you for the open and candid conversations. This brigade would not be as successful as it is without great battalion CSMs like you. My sister service brothers, Chief Master Sergeants Houck and Ross, CMC Keller, Master Guns Ransom, thanks for your support and being a sounding board for issues around the campus and within the agency. Team Garrison, Command Sergeants Major Cullen, Bankendorf, and Banks. You guys always been over backwards to support the tenants units to the best of your ability, and we're quick to respond to our issues. You have a thankless job with severely limited resources to do it. The 704th will always be here to provide support when needed. Command Sergeants Major Lashendock and Krogh, my INSCOM brothers here at Fort Meade. You've always been there to lend a hand or to listen to me vent. Best of luck to you in your future endeavors. I'll always be a phone call away. Chiefs Holly and Gambogi, Master Chiefs Campion and Bass, my NSA brothers, you will be missed. I always appreciated the banner, and even though we didn't always agree on issues pertaining to our service members in the building, you always had their best interests in mind. We always moved forward as a team to get the mission accomplished. Thanks for your support. Master Gun Stalker, direct and to the point, just how I like it. You always made yourself available to talk to and always provided sound guidance and feedback. Best of luck to you and your family on your next journey. Team ACO, every initiative we undertook as a brigade had you right there with us in parallel. Thanks for being great partners and providing your expertise, knowledge, and history to getting problems solved. To our civilians, Mr. G, Mr. Valenti, Miss Carr, Margie, the Woodyards. Really, First Sergeant? First Sergeant. Really now? I've been asking for 2 years and now you're gonna do this? To our civilians, Mr. G, Mr. Valenti, Miss Carr, Margie, the Woodyards, Mr. Banks, Mr. Telto, and Miss Crawford, to name a few, the absolute heart and soul of this brigade. They are the continuity. They don't do it for the pay, and they truly care about the soldiers in this organization. All of them would give you the shirt off their backs. Thank you for all you do for the soldiers of this brigade. To the XO, brigade staff, and our low-density soldiers, thankless work, but essential. They never get any praise for when things go right, and are always blamed when they go wrong. Thanks for all your hard work behind the scenes, making this very complex organization keep rolling along. Our Ops Sergeants Major, Sergeant Major Hood, Wall, Camacho, and Bossert, without a doubt, the most complex and time-consuming job in this brigade, by far. Not only do you have to keep the brigade into Battalion S3s on task, you have the pleasure of ensuring every event goes off without a hitch, have the pulse on everything that happens in this brigade, and most importantly, facilitate my good ideas. All of you are top-tier Sergeants Major and will undoubtedly have successful careers. All of you have been my sanity check and have provided me great guidance. Thank each of you for the hard work you did. It is greatly appreciated. To the command group, the folks I spend more time with than my own family. It's sad, but it is definitely true. Miss Dawn and the EAs, our gatekeepers, nothing got to us without coming through you. You kept us on time and to task. All of our EAs brought their own personalities. We've had some interesting rides in Old Blue and some great conversations. It was my pleasure working with each of you. Miss Dawn, you were on the phone with me before I even showed up to this brigade, helping me get set up and settled in before coming on board. And ever since then, you've worked behind the scenes to keep this ship on course. Thank you for caring for us. To the brigade CCWO Chief Davis, you changed my mind about warrant officers. As you know, I have a special place in my heart for them. I'm going to miss talking SIGINT nerd stuff with you. You are a true SIGINT leader. That was just what we needed at this brigade at the right time to get after SIGINT initiatives throughout our Army. Keep pushing the message. Warrants are leaders as well as technicians, and don't tune up anybody too hard. The DCOs, Lieutenants Colonels Colvin, Castro, and Fowler. It's a tough job balancing the staff, our partners, and our higher headquarters, but you all did it quite well. Good luck to you and your families. Mr. Fisher, sir, thank you for your sage advice on all matters within this brigade. A true SIGINT professional that has this brigade's best interest always in his mind. I wish the best to you and Mary, and I'm quite sure we will definitely be staying in touch. I was very fortunate to have two of the best brigade commanders in the business. Colonel Cox, thank you for making me a part of the team from day one. It's tough to bring on a new battle buddy after 18 months, but you did so without skipping a beat. You loved your NCOs, so much so I actually believe you prefer to be one. Although I didn't miss our 0530 PT or running every day, I do miss our daily lunches and the conversations we had while eating 5 Hats cookies. Colonel Urban, this sure has been a roller coaster. We've experienced just about everything you could as a command team. We've experienced the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Each step of the way, you kept your head up and stayed strong for this brigade and its soldiers. Your compassion for the soldiers of this organization is unmatched. You truly are a lyrical genius and a natural speaker. I will miss your special way of correcting actions or just showing your displeasure that makes folks feel disappointed in themselves and walk away saying, thank you. Or going from a meeting into an award presentation with little prep and your ability to motivate the audience. I will truly miss your depth of knowledge on college football, well, sports in general, and the out-of-nowhere use of movie and TV show one-liners that are always on point. I want to thank both of you for letting me be me. It is hard to describe the bond you create as a command team over the years of 60-plus hour work weeks together. We start the morning together at the crack of dawn doing PT, and in the day turning the lights off on the brigade. It's hard to explain in words the tremendous weight of responsibility that is put on the shoulders of a commander. Only those that have been commanders will truly understand. I am honored to have been able to help relieve some of that weight for each of you. You will always have a special place in my heart, and you will always be a part of my family. To my beautiful wife, Sarah, household 6, thank you for everything you do for this family. You truly have been my rock and have held down the fort so I continue on with my career. You've definitely taken on the majority of the household role, and I promise to do more of my share. Thank you for putting up with me and being my sounding board. I love you. Jada, you're growing up so quick. You can accomplish anything you put your mind up to. I am proud of the young lady you've become. Although I've worked more than I have been home over the last 2.5 years, well, most of my career, that's abruptly about to change. You'll probably get sick of me being home and will be asking when I'm going back to work. I love you, baby girl. Logan, you're excelling in your career in the Navy. I am so proud of how far you've gotten in such a short amount of time. Keep with it and don't let poor leadership or a bad assignment get you down. I love you, buddy. Trevor and my lovely daughter-in-law and fellow soldier Alyssa, I too am very proud of each of you. You're about to embark in parenthood. Any day now, you'll be bringing into this world my grandson. You'll be great parents, and I'm looking forward to getting out to Washington and holding the newest Brown in my arms. I love the both of you. And to the rest of my family, I love all of you. And now that my Army journey is ending, I vow to be there and spend more time with each of you. The last 27 plus years has pulled me away, and I haven't always been there, and that will change. Command Sergeant Major Reed, congratulations on being selected to be the Electron Recon Brigade's Command Sergeant Major. You are definitely the right person for the job and will bring the energy and knowledge that will take this brigade to even greater heights. You are inheriting a great brigade with even greater soldiers, civilians, and families. It has been an absolute honor serving as the CSM for the best brigade in the Army. I am truly humbled by this experience and am constantly amazed at the great things the soldiers and civilians do on a daily basis within this brigade and for this nation. And with that, the time has come for me to depart. Goodbye, Electron Recon family. You will always be in my thoughts. Electron Recon, here and everywhere. Recon 7, signing off.
The new Command Sergeant Major of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, Command Sergeant Major Annette M. Reed.
General Johnston, Command Sergeant Major Hall, distinguished guests, family, and friends, thank you for joining us today. I am truly humbled and honored for the opportunity to serve this phenomenal brigade. Today marks 2 significant milestones as Corey passes me the colors and moves on to the next chapter of his life. Thank you, Corey and Colonel Urban, for the great transition and welcoming Rebecca and I to the Recon family. It is evident that the two of you have worked diligently to ensure the members of the brigade had purpose, direction, and the resources to accomplish the many missions and initiative INSCOM, NSA, and the intelligence community at large have come to expect from the SICN experts here. You have done a great job balancing mission demands and the care of the formation. Corey, I wish you and your family the best as you transition. I would like to thank my mentors and friends who have encouraged and supported me along my Army journey. I stand here today excited for the future and all that the brigade will accomplish. I am committed to the care and development of the brigade's members and their families, and to deepening the trust and cohesion of this organization. Recon 7, signing on.
On behalf of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade, thank you for participating in today's Change of Responsibility ceremony. Please enjoy some highlights of the 704th Military Intelligence Brigade in action as we close out today's ceremony with the playing of the Army song.